So, today was my push day. Chest, triceps, and shoulders. I went with a friend today, but unfortunately he had did his push day yesterday, so he did his pull workouts today. So I was pretty much still alone. We hit a little bit of shoulders together, but we decided to cut that short just a little bit. Both of our shoulders kind of felt funky. I don't really know why mine felt funky. Thinking maybe from yesterday. I did some T-bar rows, chest supported T-bar rows, and that hits your upper traps and your rear delts and whatnot. And we were doing rear delt flies, rear delt cable flies, and then we were doing a this one movement. It's supposed to help with like a crunchy shoulder where you kind of like do that, but it's hard to do with the phone being where it is. But we were doing that and our shoulders felt kind of funky. I didn't really like how it felt, so neither did he. We cut it short after just a few sets, which it's always good. It's good to do that. If your body's telling you, hey, this feels kind of uncomfortable, and usually it might feel real good for you in terms of getting a good contraction or a good squeeze, but when it stops feeling good for you, you either gotta change your workout routine a little bit, change up your exercises, maybe lower the weight, raise the weight, or maybe your muscles just a little bit tender, a little bit sore still, just not fully recovered. So it's good to listen to your body, listen to what it needs, listen to what it's telling you. Like, this movement doesn't feel the best, it's kind of uncomfortable. And I do catch myself doing that quite often. And I'll lower the weight, and I'll try lowering the weight. Still feels kind of funky. Okay, I'll try something else that's kind of similar to it, or just a straight up different exercise. If that muscle still feels kind of funky, then it's out the door for that day. Just let it recover, rest up for another day or two, and then hit that muscle. And shoulders will be one of them. So I won't work them out tomorrow. Tomorrow is legs and core, and then some cardio. Obviously, always do your cardio. Always. Just like Sam Solik says, he knows when you do and do not do your cardio. It's very beneficial for gains, and also beneficial for just overall your general health. It's good for you. But anyway, I'll be too exhausted to work them out, and besides, I already worked them out a little bit today and they felt funky to begin with. So obviously my muscle is already fatigued, and if I were to try again tomorrow, it's going to be more fatigued, and then it's just going to delay me hitting shoulders a lot longer, possibly even lose gains, because I tried hitting the muscle group too quickly before it was fully recovered. So we'll try Thursday. Thursday is usually my arm day, where I do biceps and then triceps. So we'll go for Thursday shoulders. We'll try shoulders on Thursday. See how that feels. If not, then I could always push it back to like Friday or Saturday, or just straight up say, all right, let's skip it. Just wait till the next push day. Just kind of see what happens. But so today for chest, let's see, what did I do? So I warmed up with some pec deck flies. Got a pretty good squeeze there. I was moving, I think it was like 150 for solid 7, 8 reps or something like that. I had my cousin and his buddy. They were actually at the gym today, and they just asked if they could work in with me, because they're hitting chest too. Shout out to them too. But yeah, so I did pec deck flies 150, Then I went and did bench press. I've been trying to incorporate bench press a lot more in my routine, along with deadlift and squat, just because I usually don't do them, and I just feel like, I mean, for one, I feel like I get more growth and just general better squeezing out of other various movements versus, benching. Benching, you could do like incline dumbbell press. I mean, I just feel like you get a better squeeze that way, or like a cable fly. I mean, bench press is supposed to work out, like your middle part of your chest, down here. And obviously it works your triceps, and then it works your front delts too. So it kind of like just fatigues all your muscles. So by the time you're done with bench press, you got to move on to something else for either A, triceps, or B, shoulders. I mean, yeah, they're already warmed up, but you're going to be a little bit more fatigued, especially depending on how much weight you did, how many reps, how many sets. So, I mean, same applies with squats. Squats, they feel uncomfortable to me. They hurt. I've tried different stances and stuff. I'm still trying to squat and just see if my body will eventually adjust to it. Deadlifting, I do like deadlifting, but it is like that I'm still kind of learning on like the proper form. Like, I feel like I got it down, but then there's a part of me that's like, you could probably do a little bit better. But yeah, so anyway, I did bench press for probably about four or 5 sets. Go on. People walking across the road, just jaywalking. They're just jaywalking. But yeah, so I did like 4 or 5 sets of bench press. I didn't go too heavy. It was like, I think I was doing 185 at my max it was like 4 reps. But by then my chest was already like, pretty pumped just from doing pec deck flies. So it's already fatigued a little bit. That's one of those exercises where it's like, if you're trying to do a 1 rep max, or you're trying to hit a PR, or just go heavy, I feel like bench press is like the first thing you do for chest if you do bench press as one of your movements for the day. Then after that, I went to unilateral cable flies, which I just tried those today for the first time. Unbelievable. I mean, the squeeze I was getting was it was an otherworldly feeling. Because, with a normal cable fly, you're coming in, with both arms, and you kind of stop about the middle of your chest. But with a unilateral, you get to go all the way back, get that good deep stretch in, your pecs. And then when you go forward, you go over more, and it causes your chest to, really get a good squeeze on like just the whole pec, the whole part of your chest. I'm telling you, if you like doing cable flies, and or you're looking for some kind of really good squeezing contraction movement, I'm telling you, do those. Don't do too heavy of a weight, because it does kind of feel uncomfortable and it's hard to balance if you do too heavy. I did try, like a moderate heavy weight, but it wasn't working out. It just felt uncomfortable in like my shoulders and my wrists and stuff. So I lowered the weight. But I'm telling you, try it. When you go back, get that good stretch, and then push forward. Just don't even think about like extending your arm at all. Just think about bringing your chest, over. Just, I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, if you've been in the gym for a while, you probably could understand what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, I did that for like a good 3 or 4 sets, because I really like that movement. That was such a good movement, and I think I'm going to incorporate that more. Then I went on to triceps. I did some single arm push downs just to try and focus on correcting my muscle imbalance in my arms. It's pretty bad imbalance, I will say. So I did those, and I did straight bar push downs. I like doing those. I feel a better squeeze versus either, like a V bar or just using like a rope. I definitely like straight bar a lot better. And then I went on to doing some seated dips. I didn't do too much or go too heavy on my triceps. They felt a little funky too. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why my pushing muscles feel a little funky. My chest was cool though. My chest was great. And then for shoulders, me and my friend, we did some cable lateral raises, cable front raises, which, cable front raises, I feel like I could pass on those, but he wanted to do them, so then we went on to do the rear delt flies, which, after that we stopped because it just felt funky in the shoulders. So then we went and did the Stairmaster for about 15 minutes. All in all, I'd say it was a good push day, but it was annoying. They had a class, and it was it was a pretty packed class, I would say. There was just, it was so busy today, man. With the class being on the second floor, because there's 3 floors to the gym, so on the second floor is usually where they have their class, just because it's kind of out of the way. But most of the time I feel like it's in the way. And I wish they would just do the class in like one of the yoga rooms that they have that's usually always empty. But it was just annoying. It just meant like everyone else was on either the first or the third floor, and all the machines were just like taken. So it was like sometimes you just kind of had to wait. And then when I was doing my unilateral cable flies, my stuff, it was right there, right next to the cable. Like you could tell someone was using it. I step away for like maybe 3-4 minutes, go use the bathroom. I come back, some dude, just moved my stuff and then just took the machine. I didn't say anything, but I was pretty upset. But I managed to make it work. I went down to the first floor, and thank God there was a free cable machine. So went use that one, did it for like another 2-3 sets. Like I said, it felt great doing that movement. So I did make that like a main focus on my chest day. But yeah, all in all, it was a good chest day. Can't complain all that much. Let's see. So unilateral movements. I'm going to talk about this just a little bit. I couldn't think of anything else to talk about today, but I decided this is probably a good topic, especially for beginners or people with a bad muscle imbalance and they just don't really know, how to fix it properly. Or just general advice for anyone, really. It's always good to do them. So a unilateral movement is when you focus on using just one muscle. So like say you're doing curls. Normally people will, either grab an easy bar, do easy bar curls or dumbbell curls or I don't know, just some kind of curl, and then they use both their arms at once. That's a unilateral movement. Would be you take one of those away. So instead you'll grab dumbbells or use a cable or whatever, and you just do one arm. You do one arm curls, and you just focus on getting a good squeeze. You focus on just that one muscle, and then you do as much as you can, as many reps as you can on your weak arm first. So for me, my left arm is the muscle imbalanced one. It's the weaker one. It's not as strong, it's not as large, it's not as big. So I always start with my left arm. So if I'm doing curls and say I do like 8 reps on my left arm, I'll take that same weight, same dumbbell, whatever, take it over here on my right arm, do 8 reps. Doesn't matter if I could still keep going, if I could get another 4 out on this. You don't do it, you quit exactly at 8. You still go as intense as you can get it, but you quit at 8. And for the reason of that is, you can only do so much on the weak arm. You did 8 reps there, so you're gonna grow a little bit, right? But if you were to do, say, like 12 reps on your right arms with the same weight, same dumbbell, both times you hit failure, at that very last rep was your failure. That's a 4 extra reps on your right arm. So your right arm is going to just naturally, it's going to get a little bit more stronger and just a little, it's going to have better endurance. So the next time you go pick up that same weight the next week, it's going to feel easier on that arm. So, if I did that on my left arm, just for example, say 30 pounds, did 8 reps for the first week on my left arm. Right arm, I did 30 pounds, 10 reps, okay? Next week, I do that same weight, 30 pounds. Just for example, in perfect circumstances, let's say instead of my left arm being able to do 8, it was able to do 10 reps this week with the 30 pounds. And then my right one was able to do 12 reps instead of 10 reps on the second week. When you put it into perspective like that, you're gonna realize, okay, so if I have a muscle imbalance, what should I do? Unilateral movements. And I'm not saying solely train unilateral. I'm just saying incorporate them. For whatever muscle imbalance you have. Say you have say for example, my right quad is smaller than my left. Why? I don't know. But I know how I can fix that, and that's with unilateral movements. So what I like doing is I'll do leg extensions, unilateral leg extensions, and I'll start with my right leg first, focus on getting a good squeeze, do as many reps as I can, after proper warm-up, of course. And then I'll switch over to my left leg, do this exact same amount of reps that my right leg did, my right quad. And then I'll do that for about 3 sets, maybe 4. It just kind of depends how I feel that day. And then after that, I'll do, just regular both leg extensions. I'll use both my legs for like another 3 sets. And since I've been doing that for the past maybe month, 2 months or so, I have noticed my right leg is getting a bit bigger, and both my legs are starting to match up a little bit better, which is good. I like that. My left arm is catching up too, finally. Pretty happy about that, because man, my right arm is so defined, and it's got like it looks bigger. I don't know if it's like, if it is actually bigger. I got a tape measure, one of the ones that you can wrap around your arm. I don't think it's actually bigger. I haven't measured yet. But my left arm, it's not as defined. It's close to being just about as strong as my right arm, but it's just not as defined. And I feel like it's probably just a tad bit smaller, hair smaller in terms of muscle mass than my right arm. So that's why I do those unilateral movements. And sometimes, you don't always have a muscle imbalance, but it's just, I feel like it's good to do anyway. Like I said, I don't have an imbalanced chest at all. My chest it's good, it's fine. Both of them can do the same weight, same amount of reps. And they both look equally normal. But, doing those unilateral cable flies, I felt a really good squeeze, it was definitely a great chest pump compared to the ones I've been having the past few weeks. On occasion I'll get a good chest pump out of something, I normally don't expect. Same applies to every other muscle group, but, I did that. It was a great pump. It was a great squeeze. I definitely feel like I challenged my chest pretty well. I'm definitely satisfied with my chest. Triceps, I probably could have went a little bit harder. On shoulders, like I said, they felt funky. So, I'm a little upset. but I'm not going to make it the negative in my day. You know, there's always a positive. I had a good chest pump. Positive, I learned a couple things. Yeah, there's always positives. Always. When there's a negative, there's always at least one positive. I promise you that. You know, so it's not the end of the world that I couldn't hit shoulders great. That just means when they are fully recovered, I'm gonna have a hell of a good shoulder day. I can promise you that. Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't want to make that long of a video. You know, I could understand some people don't want to sit and watch like 40 minutes of just me talking in the car. So I'm trying to keep these a little bit shorter. So I'm gonna try and upload this video tonight, Tuesday, April 2nd. That's crazy how quick time flies. But yeah, gonna try and upload this video here tonight, April 2nd. If not, you'll see it posted tomorrow. I'm trying to keep it so it's one video a day. The video I record is on the exact same day I post it. That's what I'm trying to do. So, you know, you could see, like, you know, I mean, today it was push day, so hopefully I get this uploaded tonight. I'm gonna make that like my #1 priority after showering and eating, of course. That way tomorrow, you know, you'll see the aftermath of my legs, my leg day. You know, me talking about how that went, or possibly whatever topic I think of next. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try and get this video uploaded here tonight. We'll work out legs and core tomorrow. Do some cardio. See how we're feeling. But you know, yeah, you guys take care. Stay safe. Peace out. What is that? What is that one saying? Peace, love, and chicken grease, or something. I don't know. I got to figure out that one. It's something my coworker says pretty much every day before he leaves. When he clocks out, it's funny. But yeah, you guys take care. See you in the next video. Bye.